Greetings to you, one who serves here, and Shoshana is here, and we are ready to answer your questions if you have them. Would there be questions here? If no questions, then we can move on. One more time. Are there questions? Guess question. I have a question. I'll ask a question. I wanted to know because of the Great Awakening that's happening right now. I was wondering, since we were in the Great Awakening right now, if it's likely that more people will become aware that something happening on planet Earth. OWS answer. We can tell you that this is all part of the Greater Awakening. All of the various events that have occurred previously, and the ones that are doing so now, and the ones that are yet to come, are all part of the Greater Awakening of mankind here on this planet and throughout the solar system and the galaxy. So all is a part of the greater whole. All is a part of the universal plan. So yes, indeed, this is the Great Awakening. This is the time when many more truths are going to come forward from many different directions. Many different sources are going to be bringing the truth forward. And the mistruth or the misinformation is going to become less and less, because even your mass media is going to make an alternate change, or going to be changing here as we move forward. Not so much that they are going to immediately start telling the truth, but they are going to be moved in that direction more and more. So just in order for them to be able to survive, they know that they cannot continue to utilize the same old and think that the populace is going to believe them. That is not going to continue for much longer here, and is already in the process of shifting here, and there's going to be many other avenues of expression for truth to come forward here. So yes, indeed, this is the Great Awakening, and you are all a part of it, and it is going to continue greatly here as we move forward. So Shoshana, do you have anything you add here? Shoshana answer. We can add. May we add, sister? Guest, yes, please. Dear sister, this is a component of the Great Awakening that many that are asleep are waking up to, and that is your social media. Your social media is abounding with stories about the possibilities of the events that happened recently in your Baltimore harbor. More and more are tuning into that, you see. First it is 1, then it is 10, then it is 100, then it is 1,000, then it is 10,000, then it is 100,000, and then it is 1,000,000, you see. They are all tuning in, wondering, where's the truth? What is really happening? And that is why the social media outlets are attempting in every way to censor the speech, censor the stories, because the truth is abounding out there. And those that notice the censorship are even more furious, you see, that they are being censored out. Yet there are heroes in this. There are heroes like your Musk, your Trump, that are leading the charge so that more and more can hear the truth. And that is what is important here, is that the news that used to be is no longer. The social media channels have taken over and are spreading the truth like wildfire. And that is the component of the Great Awakening that will cause the truth to be revealed. Namaste. Dear brother, all celestial events that occur have significance, some greater, some lesser significance on the whole of the universe and the multiverse. The beings that observe these events will observe them based on where they are in their path to understanding, in their path of awakening. So we said in the past, and we believe it was the call on the prior Sunday to this one, that it is about eyes to see and ears to hear, you see. So there are many that will consider this event just a shadow, no significance, and they will not reap the benefit of what is behind it. What is the truth? What is the significance? Because they are not looking, you see. So those that are in search of the significance, in search of the truth, in search of the revealing of what this means, will have a better understanding, will have a more complete understanding of the significance of this celestial event, you see. But once again, those who are not looking will not find it. Namaste, one who serves. And we will add here that for those that do have the eyes to see, and we are not speaking about the physical eyes here in this case, for it is detrimental for you to look at it with your physical eyes directly. But just know that as it is happening, feel the energy, feel the intense energy that you will likely feel at that point if you are ready for it. Just do that as an experiment for yourself. Know what the time is going to be where this is going to occur, those few minutes. And at that point, focus yourself, focus your inner eye, your third eye, if you will, on that event and feel it within yourself and just see how you experience that at a deeper level. We are ready for next question, if there is. Guest question. I have a question. I was wondering if you can tell me. I can't seem to figure out why I'm where I am geographically, and just the people around me. Nobody is interested. They don't want to wake up. They don't want to hear it. It's actually starting to come, you know, between my relationship a little bit just because we're in totally different worlds, you know. And I was wondering if I'm handling things the way I should be. I don't know if there's any real answer. One who serves answer. First of all, there are no shoulds here. So it is not where you should be. It is where you feel you need to be at this point. And it is your path. Your path as well as your partner's path. But it depends on whether it's right for you at this point to continue on in that area. And if you feel like you should need to, not should, but need to continue on in that area, then do your best to be in the moment. Each and every moment moving forward. Do not focus on what others are thinking around you, but what you feel within yourself. But remember, ascension is an inside job here. It is not about the others around you. So focus within yourself more and let that loving part of you come forward here and fill the space with love and light. And you will find that, whether it is the right place or not, will not matter anymore. See, Shoshana, I guess, thank you so much. Shoshani answer. We can add our perspective to this if we may, dear sister. Guest, yes, please. Dear sister, it is a difficult path to be awake among the asleep. There is not one individual that is awake that does not experience this at some level or a greater level. There are many that are living among families that are asleep and they wish for them to wake up. But here is the truth. The beings will wake up when it is their time to wake up, when it is their path, when it is their understanding to look for the truth, to awaken to it. You see, you cannot rush that. You cannot change that. You can influence it, but you cannot change it. And you cannot influence those that are not ready to hear it, you see. There is not one among you that are awake that do not experience this on a daily basis, you see. You are in an area where there is mass hypnosis. Yet, there are stories. There is your governor that was at a wake. You see, that was on social media everywhere because there are those that hate her. There are those that hate what she stands for. There are those waking up to the evil that she has perpetrated on your area of the country. So rather than, my dear sister, rather than focus on what is not happening, focus on what is happening. Focus on those events that are changing the face of the strategies of the government there. Those that are changing the ideology of the individuals that live there. That is happening right now, you see. So we say focus on what is awakening rather than what is not awakening. And we will say once again, dear sister, that there is not one among you that doesn't experience this on a daily basis. Yet we must forge forward as we have been given the task of the way showers, and that is your task, and you have to maintain that idea because you cannot go back now. But in order for you to continue to withstand the level of sleepiness, you must focus on that which is awake. Namaste. Guest, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I needed those answers. There be any further questions here? Guest, yes, please. Yes, thank you. Thank you. This is a personal concern. There is a person that I'm associated with and I want to make sure I'm to the point and clear. So it's become evident that this person who is a light worker has been infiltrated by the dark. And so, me being associated with that energy, I've been experiencing some very uncomfortable situations and accusations and have been emotionally and mentally attacked. So I am asking, what can I do to protect myself? I'm doing everything that I think I can, calling on the light and meditating and praying. And I'm now even involved with 12 steps, and that's very supportive as well. So that's my concern for myself and for others that may be associated with this individual. Thank you. So we will speak not in terms of personal issue here, but as a collective here. What to do in terms of what you are asking about. Being around what you think is someone that is being attacked or part of the dark forces or something of this nature. And we would say that all you need to do yourself or selves here is to be within the light yourself. Know that you are protected. Know that you are one of the light workers and light warriors. And yet there are times where those light warriors are indeed attacked by the dark forces at a deeper level here. Not so much physically attacked, but mentally, emotionally attacked. And when this occurs, they can protect themselves if they believe they are protected, you see. So know that each and every one of you that are on these calls here are a part of the greater protection of the great white brotherhood here. We are indeed aware of each and every one of you and do what we can when you ask for it, to be there for you and surround you with light. But you yourselves can surround yourselves with light. You can surround yourselves with the violet flame. You can do all of these things that you have learned over the years here to be the one that is protected from this and never have a concern for this, such as this one we speak through here. There are times where he could have succumbed to various attacks and things of this nature, but he does not believe in those attacks, you see. So therefore he does not have the inclination to be attacked here and have that within himself. And also the one Joanna as well. And all of you here also have this protection within you and around you. If you believe that you do, that is important if you believe it, you see. Guest, one more thing, please. So, it comes as a shock. I mean, like out of the blue. And so it sets me off center. And I'm learning to reach out and ask for help with that. So, that's what happened to me. It's like somebody hits me upside the head with a train. So, that's my experience. Thank you. Guest, it was a little while after I started listening to all the Abraham information, which was huge for me. And the dream was that my twin sister and I went to a meeting inside a mountain. On either side of the mountain were circular doorways that opened. We entered this area in the mountains, like a cylinder that went through the mountain and looked like a space. And it was a meeting with Abraham, and there were a few others there. There was a stage in the center of the space and a chair set up. There were speakers, which I don't remember a lot. It was a short meeting. So when the meeting was over, everyone else in the meeting started leaving through the doorway that they entered, and I found myself kneeling in the space. As the other people left, the door that they were going through started closing, and it was a circular door. And I was like freaking out when that door started closing because of the darkness. And so I heard a message that said darkness is the absence of light. And so in my fear, I started repeating, if darkness is the absence of light, then light is the absence of darkness. Light is the absence of darkness. And I repeated that. And as I repeated that, the doorway started opening again. And then I found myself kneeling on a portion of this room space. And it was like like my body looked like my body. But it was actually like a tablecloth or a sheet that had the patterns of my body. And I was kneeling, and there was a tall being standing in front of me, facing me with a long robe. And he took his right hand, and he touched the top of my head, and he pulled what's like who I thought I was depicted in the sheet that was displayed over me. He pulled it off, and I was totally new. And at that time, at the opposite end of that cylindrical room in the middle of the mountain, there was another doorway that I hadn't noticed. But that doorway started opening bigger, 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 and there were lights, huge lights shining from the heavens through the door, and there were huge crowd of angelic beings singing louder and louder and louder, and the dream ended. I know that was a huge dream, probably the biggest I've had in my life, which says something, but I would like more clarity or understanding of some sort of ceremony, the meaning of it. one who serves. So Shoshana, would you care to? Shoshani answer, we can share on this. But the depth and the breadth of this experience is complex, and it is far beyond just answering with a few words you say. We would say that the components of this dream, the actual meaning of the dream, is complex. What is very simple is that in that stage of your life you are experiencing a great awakening, and you are experiencing the power of the light and the power of the truth. That dream was revealing that to you, but we cannot truly give a complete and total answer because each part of this dream had a significance. We would make a suggestion that because of the power of this dream, and we know that you have a journal that you write your dreams in, that you visit that journal and in each phase, because this dream had multiple phases. We will say at least 8, that you examine each phase in a meditation and you will receive more clarity, you see. For it is not our purpose to give you the answers. It is our purpose to guide you to your own understanding. So we would ask that you meditate upon each phase and section of this dream, in each phase, and examine how one phase takes you to the other. It is very complex, you see. It is what we call in the spirit world a juicy dream, and we would love to give more clarity. But we would ask you first to meditate upon these sections of the dream because each has a superior significance, you see, in your own evolution, in your own awakening. Namaste, one who serves. Very good. Thank you. We need to release channel here. Shoshana, do you have any parting message here? Shoshana, we do not. OWS continues. Then we just end here with just know that you are each and every one of you within the ascension process. And it is all moving at a rate here for you individually as well as the collective to know that it is all part of the whole. We know we say this many times, but it is important for you to know that, to look at the bigger picture here, not to focus on the minutiae, but look at the larger universal plan that you are all a part of. Chanti. Peace be with you. Be the one. End of channeling session. Channeled by James McConnell.